Well, hello there folks, this is Ray Dolan coming to you live from Coolnahay, and I'm here with Pat Christy, and this actually is where Pat came from in the background. This is the magnificent house here at Coolnahay, and it's a special lock. Pat, come in here and we'll have a little, where's the sun? The sun is here. We get the sun in our faces. Pat, great to have you on board.
Thanks, Ray.
Great to be at your house. We're opening a restaurant here, well not a restaurant, a cafe now.
Yeah.
But you have a story for me.
The simple story, my grandfather had a couple of geese coming up to Christmas.
Right.
And one of the geese went missing.
Yeah.
So he was coming home from Mass or the pub or somewhere, and someone, a local person, I can't say the name, invited him in for a bottle of stout.
Yeah.
And he smelt the pot boiling, so he looked in and it was one of his geese that was missing. So Ben Tolan knows this story well. He wrote his poem, now I've done it at all, but the start of it was, there's a goose in the pot, and I venture to say, it belongs to me Christy from Coolnahay.
Go away! It all rhymes, folks.
Make sure that depends.
Pat, tell us the story that you actually worked with the show band in the show band days, isn't that correct?
No, I done a bit of driving for Ben when I was very young.
I mean, that's...
And I used to have the wagon here, and one night I brought the wagon home, and the boys were after getting a whole lot of new mohair suits, and they used to be in the back of the wagon. And we got up for Mass the next morning. Here my father had one of these mohair on him. He said he never was dressed as well in his life.
Where'd you go to Mass from here then?
Broadenstown.
Broadenstown. And because...
And all the neighbours used to come in the drifter's wagon.
So, as I said, at that time, I mean, everything was totally different. You could get 25 people into the van at the time.
It didn't matter. It carried 14 or 15 anyway, no problem. Because there was a changing room in the back of it. It was the first big wagon that the drifters bought.
And so, was that the Drifter show band then?
Yeah, the Drifter show band. This is about 62, 63 I'm talking.
And so, as I said, you would have known Joe fairly well then.
I knew Joe very well, yeah, of course I did. And Ben. I knew Joe, I was very friendly with Ben for the last 60 years. That's facts, yeah, 62 years. Yeah.
And you play a bit of music yourself?
Yeah, I play a bit in the accordion. Never took it up serious, but my father, Frank Gavigan, of course, which is the first cousin of Ben.
Ah, yeah.
He wanted me to learn, and I said to my father, I said, Frank wants me to go up and learn a few tunes. You will not, he says, stay at your trade. If you'll wind up on the Connell Street with a beer down to your toes and you're begging. That's the way
your father said?
Yeah, that's the way traditional music was in them days.
Exactly.
And we had some great sessions here with the Gavigans. Barney McKenna was a regular here. He'd come at least twice a year and meet up with Frank and Brendan, and we used to have great sessions. And Pat Christy, an uncle of mine, a great whistle player. My father, the whole Clare, of course.
And Joe was out here as well, was he?
Joe was here, yeah. Joe came to sing for the Friars in Multi. And this is just, he was here, so about on one occasion.
Yeah.
He had Silent Night he was after making it, recording it.
Right.
And my father landed here, and he was walking in towards come in before they get ready to go with my sister to sing in the Friary in Multi.
Right.
And next thing, my father's dog tripped Joe up, and Joe's face got all scratched here. My mother was using the topic, putting little bits of the topping on it when I arrived.
The topic newspaper?
Yeah. To stop Joe bleeding.
Before he went to sing in the...
Before he went to sing in the Friary.
My God.
But he went to sing in the Friary with Clare, and it was excellent, yeah, excellent.
So
was a recording.
You would have known Joe then as he climbed the charts then,
I knew Joe from him when he was in the Examiner.
Go away.
I used to see him, yeah. I used to see him going to work on his bike, you know, when I was started in the garage in about 59, yeah.
So, like where Joe would have lived is quite a good bit away from here.
Well, it was near the garage where I work, so we'd be passing down. Like we went to town every day. But my father and Frank Gavigan, I used to be only maybe 12 or 13, we'd be coming home from town, and Joe's mother would be waiting. And she'd say, come on, she loved playing a tune on the piano, and she loved Frank playing. And she'd say, come on in lads, have a cup of tea for you.
So everyone was in?
Everyone was in, yeah. In them days, yeah.
And so, do you play the box much yourself now?
We used to have, of course, the chambers, but since the lockdown now, it's impossible. An odd tune here and there, very little. I never took it that serious, because I had my own trade and my own business. So.
And what trade did you get involved in then?
I was in mechanical, and then I was in heavy machinery all my life.
Where did you train? Where was
in
it?
McDee's, which is Alan Barnes now.
Right.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
That's where...
then I wound up in England, then I wound in Dublin, so I finished up then in Ashbourne for years and years.
Driving the big diggers?
Yeah, no, repairing them and selling them.
And tell us, does Kilmurray's have good machines now? They don't even need to be
Kilmurray's
serviced.
bought most of my machines, most of their machines off me at the start, but now they're gone to Volvo, and they've a very couple of good fitters, and everything is smooth as could be for them.
That's right. They got a huge machine there recently. Did you see that?
Yeah, they got the big Volvo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and bought that with them in Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought he just went to Dublin to buy it.
No, that came in from Belgium because there was only 4 of them made in the world that carry 100 ton. Yeah. So.
There you are, folks. We've talked about everything here with Pat Christy, because if you meet Pat Christy, he can talk about everything as well. I don't know what it is about Ireland, but we like to talk. We like to communicate, and as I said, we're here at Coolnahay Bridge, and this is where the man himself, Pat, grew up. How many of you was in that house?
6.